Moments where overconfident fighters meet their match. From bold trash talk to epic showdowns, witness the thrilling upsets and knockout punches that prove in the octagon. Buckle up for a wild ride through the world of WMMA. Let's jump into one of the most jaw-dropping moments in UFC history when Rose Namajunas faced Joanna Jędrzejczyk at UFC 217.
I will retire in the future as undefeated. I have this chance, I have this opportunity, and I will make this happen.
Leading up to the fight, Joanna Jędrzejczyk was all about the mind games. She was throwing verbal jabs at Namajunas, trying to get under her skin with some serious trash talk. Jędrzejczyk was the unbeaten strawweight champ octagon.
Give us your thoughts on this fight and what tomorrow night means to you.
It means everything to me. It means standing up for myself and what I believe in.
I never talk about family members, team members of my opponents. But they did that, and they want me to look bad.
At the press conference, the tension was thick. Jędrzejczyk was confident, maybe even a bit too cocky, continuing her verbal onslaught. Namajunas, on the other hand, stayed calm, almost zen-like amidst the storm of words. It was clear that Namajunas was not going to play Jędrzejczyk's game. Then came the stare-down. Jędrzejczyk was intense, trying to dominate even this silent confrontation. Namajunas? She was a picture of focus, not giving an inch. It was a moment that hinted at the storm to come. A clash of two warriors ready to lay it all on the line. On fight night, the energy was electric. Jędrzejczyk walked in with the swagger of a champion who had never tasted defeat, ready to make history. Namajunas entered with quiet confidence, a challenger on a mission. Both fighters carried the weight of their words and promises into the octagon. From the opening bell, it was game on. Jędrzejczyk started strong, landing some good shots, but Namajunas was undeterred. Then, just a minute and a half in, Namajunas landed a shot that sent Jędrzejczyk to the canvas. The crowd went wild. Namajunas didn't let up, and when she dropped Jędrzejczyk again, she unleashed a barrage of strikes that ended the fight. Jędrzejczyk tapped out, and just like that, the unbeatable champion was defeated. The moment Namajunas was declared the winner, the emotions overflowed. Tears of joy, relief, and the realization of a dream achieved. But in her victory, Namajunas showed true class, reminding everyone that at the end of the day, it's about respect and the power of martial arts to bring us together, not just the fight.
You disrespected my family, and if you with my family, you are I want to beat this chick.
In the build-up to UFC 190, Beto Correia didn't just talk a big game. She launched personal attacks at Ronda Rousey, suggesting Rousey was too distracted by her celebrity status to be a real fighter. Correia's most shocking move was making a light of suicide, a deeply personal issue for Rousey, whose father took his own life. It was Correia playing mind games, trying to unsettle Rousey before they even stepped into the octagon. The press conference was electric, filled with tension from Correia's bold words. Rousey remained cool, but visibly annoyed, using the platform to subtly remind Correia that actions speak louder than words. The event was less about fight details and more a psychological battle, with both fighters looking to assert dominance without throwing a single punch. Rousey's entrance to the octagon was charged with intensity. Each step seemed to affirm her focus and readiness to prove Correia wrong. Meanwhile, Correia strutted in confidently, embodying her belief that she could level the champion. The contrasting approaches to the ring set the stage for a confrontation, which was as much about proving a point as it was about fighting for a title. The face-off was a moment of silent confrontation, where both fighters locked eyes, each trying to intimidate the other. Rousey's stare was fierce, a reflection of her determination to settle the score. Correia, courageous, matched Rousey's intensity, signaling she wasn't just there to compete, she was there to win. And then, the fight lasted just 34 seconds. But those seconds were packed with action. Rousey was a force, overwhelming Correia with her power and skill. Before anyone could blink, Correia was on the ground, and Rousey was standing victorious. As Rousey walked away from her downed opponent, she threw Correia's words back at her, saying, "Don't cry." It was the ultimate mic drop moment. Rousey had not only defended her title, she'd made a statement that went beyond the octagon. She proved that while talk might get you noticed, in the end, it's all about what happens in the fight. Just 3 fights later, it was Ronda's turn to be humbled.
I'm just wondering if you can tell us a little bit about what it is about Holly that makes you want to fight her so much, and also what makes you so confident that you can win.
She's a 19-time boxing world champion, not MMA world champion, and I believe that I'm better than every other girl in every area of MMA. MMA striking is different, and I think I'm the best at it.
Before the fight, Ronda Rousey was the undisputed champion of the UFC women's bantamweight division, with some believing she was untouchable. Rousey was full of confidence, rejecting Holmes' boxing credentials by stressing the distinction between MMA and boxing striking and proclaiming her dominance in every aspect of MMA. "I'm the best at it," Rousey said, underestimating Holmes' striking abilities and downplaying the challenger's threat. At the weigh-in, the intensity increased. When it came time for the usual stare-down, Holmes extended her gloves as a sign of sportsmanship. Rousey, on the other hand, was not in the mood for politeness and chose not to participate, indicating her displeasure with Holmes. The tension was apparent, laying the groundwork for a fight not only for the title, but for respect. As she made her way to the octagon, Rousey gave off the impression of a victorious fighter who was used to winning. Holmes, on the other hand, had a calm assurance that benefited someone with nothing to lose and everything to prove. With everyone buzzing in anticipation of what was to follow, the atmosphere was electrifying. It was obvious that this battle would be different from the opening bell. Rousey was unable to establish her rhythm as Holmes delivered powerful strikes, demonstrating her planning and striking ability. Rousey's attempts to bridge the distance and apply her judo were successfully eliminated by Holmes' left hands and angled kicks. During the second round, Rousey's offensive was further undermined by Holmes' accurate hitting, which ended in a high kick that knocked Rousey to the ground. For years to come, this scene would be recapped in highlight reels. Herb Dean intervened to break up the battle, but Holmes struck first, earning the win and the title. Officially, Holly Holm was declared the winner by knockout, capturing the UFC Women's Bantamweight title and shocking the sports world. It was a humbling moment for Rousey, a fighter who had seemed invincible, and a triumphant one for Holm, who had defied the odds and proven her doubters wrong. So yep, here we're going to end today's video. Who do you think is the best fighter? Do tell in the comments. See you guys in the next video.